So what we're going to do is save this 1-2 file as 1-3 because we're moving on to the third part of this chapter. So let's just save this to keep each section separate. And we are going to be working with subtotaling. And in order to do that, we have to kind of remove the table features that we've been working with. So I'm going to click in the table and go into design. I'm going to get rid of the total row. I'm going to get rid of the banded columns. And then what I'm going to do is click on convert to range. And it says you want to convert the table to a normal range. I'm going to say yes. And that gets rid of those filter arrows. Now, because we got rid of the filter arrows, I'm going to best fit because those columns don't need to be quite so wide because we don't have the filters displaying anymore. Now, our next step before we can subtotal is we need to sort all of the data by whatever we want to total. And what we actually want is to total up the fees for each attorney. So we're going to highlight A4 through L27, which is our column headings and all of our data. And we need to go into the sort dialog box. Now you can get there through data by clicking on sort, or you can go into sort and filter in your home ribbon and do a custom sort. Okay, either way, you get into the sort dialog box. And we need to sort everything by the attorney's last name. And then we want some little subgroupings. So within the last name, we are going to sort by the client number. And we're also going to sort within client by the date. Okay, and we can keep the default orders there. They look fine. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. And now if we look, everything is sorted by the attorney. And then within attorney, if we look over here, it's sorted by client. And within client, we have it sorted by date. Now we need to keep this range highlighted when we apply the subtotaling. And subtotals are in the data ribbon. And they're way over here on the right-hand side. Now, in order for subtotaling to work, you have to have the data highlighted and you have to have it sorted. So we're going to go ahead and click on subtotal. And it wants to know what we want subtotaled. Okay, so what has to change in order for a total to display? And that's typically the field you sorted by. So we sorted by attorney last name, and that is what needs to change for a subtotal to display. As far as the function, these are all statistical functions that you have to pick from. We do want to total up the fees, so the sum function is fine. And then as far as which column we want a subtotal added to, fees is correct. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. And then what you're going to notice is that you've got your attorneys with their subtotals, and then you also have a grand total. Now I'm going to have to best fit column L so I can see that. What you're also going to notice over here on the left is that it's added kind of some outline guides here indicating what it has added together to create these subtotals. So at this point, we are going to go ahead and save our changes.